Yesterday, the government released jobless claims. 207,000. Down from last week. The headline labor market holding steady. And retail sales data shows consumers spent for the sixth consecutive month. So everything is fine. Except 100,000 people lost their jobs in 2026. Disney cut 1,000 yesterday. Citi is cutting this week. Oracle cut 30,000 via 6 a.m. email. Both things are true simultaneously. And understanding why is the most important thing a working professional can know right now. This is your briefing. The labor market data looks stable because of a mechanism we've covered on this channel. Forever layoffs. Companies are no longer doing mass cuts that trigger headline numbers. They are doing continuous quiet trimming. Roles eliminated one at a time. Teams reduced by attrition. Functions restructured gradually. 51% of all layoff notices now involve fewer than 50 workers. Below the threshold that makes national news. Below the threshold that triggers WARN Act protections. Below the threshold that moves the jobless claims number. The headline says stable. The reality underneath it is continuous quiet contraction. That is the contradiction. Retail sales grew for the sixth consecutive month in March. That sounds like consumer confidence. Here is what it actually is. Tax refunds. The NRF, the National Retail Federation, confirmed it explicitly. Consumers spent in March because tax refunds hit their accounts. Not because wages grew. Not because they felt more financially secure. Because they received a temporary cash injection from the government. And they spent it. Meanwhile, consumer sentiment is at record lows. Inflation is at a 2-year high. Gas is up 40% since February. The IMF just downgraded global growth. People are spending their tax refunds. That is not an economy recovering. That is an economy being propped up temporarily while the structural pressure builds underneath. The International Monetary Fund released its World Economic Outlook this week. The title, Global Economy in the Shadow of War. Global growth slowing to 3.1% in 2026. Inflation rising. Downside risks dominating the outlook. And buried in the report, something worth noting. AI disappointment is flagged as a specific downside risk. Meaning, if AI-driven productivity gains don't materialize, as quickly as companies are betting on the companies that already cut the people will have neither humans nor the AI productivity to deliver what they promised. That is not a scenario anyone is talking about publicly. But the IMF put it in writing. Move 1. Don't let the headline data create false comfort. Jobless claims low does not mean your role is safe. Retail sales growing does not mean the squeeze isn't real. The data describes the aggregate. Your situation is specific. And the specific picture. Forever layoffs, AI displacement. 100,000 tech workers cut is what actually matters for your career. Move 2. Understand the tax refund effect personally. If your spending in March was funded by your tax refund, not by income growth, your real financial position is what it was before the refund. Build the runway from your actual baseline, not from the temporary injection. Move 3. Watch the leading indicators, not the lagging ones. Jobless claims are a lagging indicator. They tell you what already happened. The leading indicators. WARN Act filings up. Quit rate frozen for 8 months. Hires rate at COVID low. AI displacement accelerating. Those tell you what's coming. And they have been telling the same story for months. 207,000 jobless claims. Sixth month of retail sales growth. And 100,000 jobs quietly cut. Disney cutting yesterday. The surface looks stable. The foundation underneath it is a different story. What the talent has been documenting that story since January. The data keeps confirming it. Comment paper below if the headline numbers don't match what you're seeing at your company. This is what the talent. The move is yours.